Welcome to Staff Works Explained. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. In today's video, we talk about Nssf Twin Towers, which is being described as ambition, there's controversy, and also what is the future of pension investment in Kenya. In this video, we turn our attention to a story that sits at the crossroad of urban ambition, pension security, and political accountability. In the heart of Nairobi's Central Business District CBD, a place once the heartbeat of Kenya's commercial life, plans are underway for a development that could redefine the skyline and reshape the way we think about retirement, savings, urban planning, and public trust. This is the story of National Social Security Fund Twins Tower Project, which is a bold, controversial, and deeply consequential venture by Kenya's largest pension fund. It promises the tallest commercial structures in the capital. Yet, its unfolding raises a host of questions about governance, strategic planning, and whether this pathway truly serves the thousands of Kenya workers who contribute their hard-earned money to Nssf every month. Let's start by looking at the project, its location, as well as the design. The National Social Security Fund, which is widely known as Nssf, has proposed an ambitious twin tower development at the junction of Uhuru Highway and Kenyatta Avenue in Nairobi Central Business District CBD. The project comprises two distinct high-rise buildings. We have Tower A, a soaring 60-story tall and reaching approximately 260 meters, and we have Tower B, which is 35 stories, roughly 140 meters above sea level. This project is designed as a mixed-use complex. The development will include office spaces for commercial tenants, a business hotel catering for corporate and international visitors, serviced residential apartment, retail outlets and conference facility, an observation deck gloriously perched near the top of the taller tower, and basement and podium parking accommodating over 1,100 vehicles. Proponents say the design seeks to maximize economic utility from a parcel of land that has remained underused for decades. Let's look at the economic rationale and the CBD context. At first glance, the Twin Tower align with modern urban development strategy. It's leveraging vertical space to generate multiple revenue streams and revitalize cities' cores. Nairobi, however, presents a complicated backdrop. On the bustling commercial nucleus of Nairobi was once a bustling commercial nucleus of East Africa. The CBD has faced decline. We have business migrating to Upper Hill, Westlands, and other parts of Nairobi. They are being drawn by newer infrastructure and more modern office clusters. Traffic congestions, informal hawking, chaotic vehicle and border congestion, and rising petty crime have eroded the CBD appeal as prime business address, even as other parts of the city flourish. In this context, the question emerges, who exactly is the Twin Towers being built for? If many corporations already prefer Upper Hill and other parts of the city, will premium office and commercial space in the traditional CBD attract the high quality tenants necessary to deliver long-term returns? This is not merely a design issue. It's a fundamental strategic concern for a project of this scale. The longevity of occupancy and rental demand will determine whether such a building is an asset for this fund or a white elephant in the heart of a struggling district. Let's look at the controversy and the saga of Nssf real estate. Nssf latest real estate ambition is not occurring in a vacuum. The fund's real estate strategy has been riddled with past setback and controversy. One of the most documented examples is Hazina Towers, also known as the Hazina Trade Center. Originally planned as a 39-story skyscraper on Mokta Dada Street in the CBD, its construction stalled shortly after starting in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Years later, efforts to re-elevate it culminated in a truncated 15-story structure despite billions spent. A project witnessed to rising costs, design revisions, and managerial confusion. Parliamentary investigation found that the planned 36 or more floors were slashed, but the cost did not shrink proportionately, a sign of flawed planning and oversight. Moreover, Nssf has been flagged in multiple Auditor General reports for financial mismanagement, risky investment decisions, irregular spending, and weak procurement controls, all of which feed into broader concerns about stewardship of pension savings. The fund lost more money on government bonds, sold at a loss, wrote off huge tax refunds, and purchased land in Upper Hill without valid titles, only for the allocation to be revoked. In Nairobi's CBD, several Nssf-owned buildings reportedly are idle and generating little or no income. Another audit found that Nssf holds significant sums of former members who cannot be traced, raising questions about record keeping, internal controls, and the speed at which rightful beneficiaries receive their money. These revelations have fueled public skepticism about funds governance. Workers and employers may be mandated to contribute, but many are worried, not of saving itself, but what happens to those savings once collected, particularly when integrity questions hang over major investment. Let's look at the political dimension and pension funds dynamic. The Twin Towers sits at the intersection of economics and politics. State institutions in Kenya have long been raising to position domestic savings as instrument for national development, reducing reliance on external debt. According to President William Ruto's public figures, who cited sharp growth in Nssf collections and production of reaching 1 trillion Kenya shillings by 2027. Yet, political debate has been vocal. Figures like former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua accused government of diverting pension funds to infrastructure projects, claims that trade unions leaders rejected as misinformation. Critics see pension funds investment as potential fodder for political agenda or poorly justified spending. Kenyans has shown that they are not fearful of saving. They save in various vehicles such as SACCOs, chamas, unit trusts, and other private investment vehicles. Their concern lies not in the idea of saving itself, but in trusting that saving funds will be managed responsibly and transparently, particularly given past irregularities flagged by auditors and parliamentary committees. Let's now compare Tanzania Nssf Twin Tower in Nairobi with what Nssf Kenya is building. Interestingly, Kenya is not alone among the East African pension funds investing in property. Tanzania National Social Security Fund has embarked on its Twin Towers project in Nairobi Upper Hill area. This development, which is a 22-story towers, is being built to house Tanzania Embassy and residential for diplomatic staff, while also generating rental income. It forms part of a broader strategy to reduce foreign rental costs and earn foreign exchange revenue for the Tanzania government. The relative scale and clarity of purpose in the Tanzania project is clear, with a clear diplomatic and revenue mission, contrast with the uncertainty surrounding Kenya's scheme. In conclusion, we can say that this project is where the ambition meets accountability. As Kenya's Nssf pushes ahead with its twin tower in the heart of the CBD in Nairobi, the project embodies both aspiration and apprehension. From a project management perspective, it's a technically ambitious project. Tall towers, mixed uses, and promise of employment and economic stimulation during and after construction. Yet, the strategic logic is debatable. With business migrating away from the CBD, rising safety, congestion concern, and past real estate missteps of Nssf, such as Hazina Towers debacle, it is not clear whether this development will attract the stable quality tenants required to fulfill its revenue projection and justify the risk. Moreover, the political and governance context demands rigorous transparency and accountability. Kenya workers and employers are being asked to contribute more into Nssf, even as trust remains fragile due to repeated audit observation about investment losses, idle assets, and poor record keeping. Ultimately, the Twin Tower projects could be either a landmark or achievement, proving that large pension funds can responsibly unlock value for dormant assets, or yet another cautionary chapter in the Kenyan's pension investment narrative. Only time will tell. Rigorous oversight and demonstrable adherence to the highest standards of governance will tell whether this bold leap into the sky was worth the risk. So thank you for reaching this far. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel and also watching other videos that we have done on different projects in Kenya and other African countries. You can also leave a comment, like, and share. Thank you.